So this is a Hobby King de Havilland Vampire. I'm a little late to the show with this one. This is the V3 version, 70mm. A few little things that I did. I reinforced the hinges with Depron tape top and bottom, just in case those live hinges ever decide to let go. I've got it balanced at about 300mm from the nose instead of 311 like it says, so maybe a half an inch further forward, and it flies real nice like that. It's not tail heavy and it's not nose heavy at all. The other thing, I added some little tape grab holds, some Depron or Blender, and I added 2 more magnets on either side because that magnet was really light and it wasn't gonna hold this thing from flying off. I'm running a 4-cell 2200 pack, which required about an ounce of nose weight. There's little pockets in the nose, so the receiver is stuck all the way in the front pocket in the middle, and 1 ounce of lead shot on another pocket on the side has me balanced just right there. I suppose if you ran a 3300 all the way forward, that'd probably get you about to the same balance point, but I didn't have any of those, and this runs for about 3 minutes 40 seconds. It's a real floater. I have to chop the throttle completely off, even with this kind of wind, on the downwind, and you have to square off your base. You can't cut your base short, and you come around to final, and it always balloons up just a little bit, and then it kind of gets into a settle, but it's still, I still wind up going long every time with it. It just really carries its speed really well. The throws, I'm not using any dual rate or expo. These are probably a little less than their max throw. I had to really tone them down. I had to use the 3rd hole from the servo out instead of the 7th, which is all the way out, and use the outer hole on the control surface horn. Same thing for the elevator. Otherwise, I was having to run like 30% dual rate on all controls to keep it from being way too twitchy. So I've done that, and I'm still running about 50% to 70% dual rate on the ailerons, even with that reduced throw, and about 75 for the elevator, and that seems to be pretty good. I've also toned down the nose wheel movement, so it's doesn't move quite as much, but real nice flying plane. The retracts seem real nice, so we'll take her up. Oh, shoot. What? Are you still recording? Mm-hmm. One other thing is the nose wheel is a little light on the steering, so you can't hold any back elevator when you're taxiing or after you land, or it kind of doesn't respond to any steering, and you don't have rudders. So if you're landing and you're rolling out and it starts to go, you need to push forward on the elevator to get some weight on the nose so you can steer it and start steering right away. And make sure you're not too close to the fences when you land, because it may not react as quick as you think for an airplane with a rudder on it. But, all right, here we go. And man, this Vampire just sounds so good. The fan noise just really sounds good. I kind of laugh every time I fly those stupid things. It just sounds so neat. All right, that was about half throttle. Gear up. And I'm never running more than about 30 or maybe 70% throttle. That's really nice. Pretty responsive with these rates. It gives you a kind of a moderate roll. Come around and do a loop. It's funny because it seems like it really carries its speed, but you get about halfway through the loop and it kind of slows down at the top, so you kind of need to give it a little extra throttle at the top instead of letting off like normal, and then when it's on the down angle you can let the throttle go. But it just looks and really sounds good, this Canadian steam. I like doing reverse half cubinization. It's a nice fast turnaround maneuver. Yeah, come around and inverted. Looks pretty nice inverted, not much down elevator needed. Little outside loop, that was about half throttle. Wind blowing me a little bit. Yeah, I'm still not even more than half throttle with this thing, even on this 2200 pack. Almost hardly any downstick. Looks good with that sunlight glinting off the silver. It's just a really nice scheme, and those little red accents make it kind of pop in the sun. It's been really foggy here the last few weeks in the daytime, and it helps it stand out instead of washing out. Roll either way is about the same. Okay, so 30 seconds. I'm going to put my gear down, and I'm going to a little high. I'm going to chop the throttle there. So this is no throttle. Still pretty high. I'm not going to cut my base short, or it'll definitely overshoot. Okay, so this is no backstick and no throttle completely on the base. I'm just letting it kind of settle and pull back a little bit there. Yeah. And just touch it down real easy. Really, I really like this plane. One trick too, if you're using Yoo-Hoo POR glue to assemble it, normally you apply it to both sides and let it dry like a contact cement, and that's the only thing I found online. But man, you do not want to do that when you're putting the wings in. You want to put the glue on both halves, and while it's still sticky, slide them together and just hold them that way, because I had a little trouble getting one wing all the way in because it kind of stuck most of the way in, and I put a little CA glue as reinforcing on all of the joints just to make sure that nothing was going to pop loose, and there's been no issues with it. But real nice fun plane.